All right, friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. If you are new here, I am a mom to 4, soon to be 5, and I am homeschooling a 7th grader, 4th grader, 1st grader, and pre-K-er kind of this year. And today I want to share with you what we are doing for history and science for the 2025-2026 school year. I'm very excited about this year. Very excited. So the first thing I will share with you is what we're doing for history. So we're doing a few different things for history this year, actually. And the first thing, the one I'm most excited about, is the National Parks unit from Gather Round. I have been wanting to do this for years, guys, because it is a family goal of ours to travel to all of the different state parks before our kids leave the house, which is like probably not going to happen, to be honest, but we're going to do as many as we can anyways. We've already got a lot of them checked off our list, actually. So we're going to learn all about them this year in this incredible unit. It talks about all the different national parks, the geography of them, a lot of the history about them. It talks about the wildlife that you'll find in them, and just so many different things. So very excited about this unit. I also purchased the audio that goes along with it so that I don't have to do all the reading, especially when baby comes. I'm thinking it will be great to be able to turn the audio on for them and they can kind of do it at their own pace. And I don't have to sit there and read and read and read and read. So it's not that much reading. I don't mind doing that part, but I'm just thinking ahead to when the baby comes, that might be nice to have. And we have done some of their audio before and it's been great. So highly recommend that if you're doing any of the Gather Round units that they offer that. Now, we also purchased the whole, I guess it's like the family pack. So I'm gonna be printing out different levels of the student journals to go along with this for each one of my kids. So what we'll do is I'll read it and then they will do their own student journals. I usually will sit and kind of help them along with that. But we don't do like every single thing in there because this is really just like a morning time kind of supplemental thing. We don't spend forever on this and we don't really use it like as our only curriculum like you can do with the Gather Round units. So this will just be something kind of fun and it'll go kind of along with our history and geography for the year. So that's what we're doing for that. And then I did purchase this book to go along with it. It's the DK Eyewitness USA National Parks book. And I have a few other national parks books too in our library that I will pull out. But this one I thought was really cool. It has a lot of really good artwork in it. And the kids will enjoy just thumbing through it, and they can use it as a resource for if they need to do research on anything that they're learning in their Gather Round unit. So got that for that. And then we're also going to be doing Around PA in 180 days. And this I got off, I think, Amazon, so I can link it for you. But we live in Pennsylvania now, and our state requires us to learn about Pennsylvania. And so we are going to do this just a little bit throughout the whole year as part of our morning time. It just teaches you a little bit about Pennsylvania and the geography of it, the history, all of that. And so it talks about how Pennsylvania was founded, the colonists, the pioneers. It talks about that it's the birthplace of independence. It talks about the different like national monuments that are here and the Civil War era, and a lot of information in here. So it's in story form, so you're just gonna read it to your kids, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm excited to incorporate this just in our morning time, maybe once or twice a week we will add this in. And then also for history, we are going to be doing the Tuttle Twins American History Volume 2. I received this book in a collaboration with them a couple of years ago, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm excited to incorporate this. We love the Tuttle Twins around here. We're big fans. The kids love the show and the books. So I'm excited to be able to start this with the kids. So it goes from 1776 to 1791. It's again in story form. So we're going to be doing a lot of reading about the Constitution and war and economics, and it's just so patriotic too, which is just one of the things we love about Tuttle Twins. And so we are going to be incorporating this into our history as well. I also, if we get through all of that, I'm trying to simplify this year and just because you know, I've got a new baby coming. I've got to be smart about this. I don't want to have all these things that we're trying to get through and then feel like a failure at the end of the year if we don't get to it all, because I just don't know what kind of baby this little baby's going to be and how easy homeschool is going to be or difficult once the baby gets here. So I didn't want to bite off more than I can chew. So I have not purchased this yet, but if we get through all of this, I would like to do the Vikings unit from Gather Round as well. So we'll just see how that goes, see if we get time for that, but that one looks so cool and so interesting, and my kids have actually been wanting to do that for several years. So if we don't get to that this year, we definitely will tackle that next year, I think. Okay, for science, we're doing another Gather Round unit, their botany unit. Very excited about this one. We love to learn about nature in our family. This just brings us so much joy. We're also living in the most beautiful state now where it's just so many birds and trees. We're just like out in the middle of nowhere. So I feel like this is going to be even more fun than ever before. Okay, but in this unit, you're going to learn about like plants, obviously. So you're going to learn about their stems and their leaves and the flowers and the root system. You're going to learn about pollinators and trees and fungi. Again, we will not be using it like as our main curriculum. So it will just be science. So there will be some things in the student guides that I'll print out for each student that we won't do. We'll just kind of pick and choose. But that is what I will be doing, is I'll also be printing off different student journals to go along with this for each grade level that my children are in. And so we will read through this, and then there may be like an experiment, or there might be a nature journaling assignment or something like that. And the kids will then use their student journal and go through the lesson that corresponds with the lesson that we did in here that day. I hope that makes sense. I'll share more about that when I print off all of their student journals. In that video, I will share more about all of that, but we are so excited about this. I've actually never done a Gather Around science unit before. We've really just done their history. So this will be a fun new thing to try. Now, along with that, I bought Trees of Pennsylvania. This is a field guide. I bought this book because I thought this would be great for us to start learning the trees in our area. And we will do this maybe as we do different hikes, or our co-op is going to be doing lots of nature days and hikes, and we're just going to be outside a lot. And I thought this is something I can easily throw in my bag, and we can, if we see a tree or we see a different like berry or nut that has fallen, we can be like, oh, let's find out what tree that is in, and we can find it in here. So I thought that would be fun. And then I also bought this book. I've been eyeing it for a while. I love all of these different Smithsonian books, but this is a DK Smithsonian. Trees, Leaves, Flowers, and Seeds. And this one is so fun. It has just great pictures of a lot of the things that they're already going to be learning in their botany unit. But I love the pictures in this one. It's just very eye-catching, and it's going to help them learn a lot about the different plants and trees and flowers. So I wanted to share that with you guys too. All right, friends, so that is it. That is what we are doing for history and science for the upcoming school year. I hope that helped you and gave you some good ideas. If you have any questions about anything, you can always leave those questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer those for you guys. And I'm excited to share with you in the next video coming up what we are doing for all of our morning time things, because we also do a little morning time in the mornings just for an hour where we add in a couple of other fun things as part of our homeschool. So I'll be sharing that with you guys in the next one, and I hope to see you in that one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.